It's your boy Aspirin back up in this thing.
Oh shit, that fucking killed me, yo. Tylanol aspirin.
Fucking idiots, man.
So, when was this Dr. Oz episode? It was fairly
Fuck.
recent, huh?
Yeah, it was recent. Sometime this month. I didn't watch it. I couldn't find it. I couldn't pull it up. But
Yeah,
I've been seeing clips. I saw clips on Instagram and shit.
yeah, I saw those clips that you sent me, and
Mm-hmm.
it was quite interesting.
Burial line ass.
Yeah, and for a second there, you almost like kind of believe him, like you kind of
Yeah.
want to, but then I don't know, this doesn't.
Mhm.
Man.
Yeah. I don't trust the nigga at all. But yeah, what all did he talk about? Nah, Dr. Oz. What a was.
What did he? Well, he talked about R. Kelly a lot. So he basically said that Aaliyah's mother knew, um, was well
Mm-hmm.
aware of the relationship between him and Aaliyah.
I wonder like how long it lasted for exactly, because we all know that they got married um, August 31st of '94.
So what I heard, I don't know if you heard this. Basically, he did all that so this way she can get an abortion because she was apparently pregnant.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So like he married her so this way he has control. I don't know. It was fucked up what I heard.
Yeah, and it even says that in the book that just got released in August. Baby Girl, better known as Aaliyah, by author Kathy Iondoli. The book that the family is so highly upset against or whatever, and a book by I think his name was Demetrius Smith, the author of Man Behind the Man, R. Kelly, Man Behind the Man. He's actually someone who knew R. Kelly personally, like I think probably before R. Kelly was even R. Kelly. He talked about how in that book how they got married because Aaliyah became pregnant, and like this way, if she got pregnant, well, in this book by Kathy Iondoli, Baby Girl, better known as Aaliyah, it says R. Kelly supposedly felt that if he could say he didn't know she was 18, then he wouldn't get in trouble if anyone knew about her pregnancy before Aaliyah was able to have an abortion because she was now his wife.
Fuck. I mean, I could understand why like her family, her mom especially,
Mm-hmm.
are against anything this personal being written about, Aaliyah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, I understand it from that standpoint too. But I mean, at
yeah,
the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like, because Aaliyah, she never want, for one thing, she never wanted to talk about it while she was alive. I
mm,
wish that, how can I put this? I wish that,
we got to hear her side.
no, not necessarily, because, I understand, like, even though she was the victim, 100% she was a victim, like, it's an embarrassing time for her, probably. I know I would be
Oh,
embarrassed if I was in her shoes. That's probably why she
oh,
didn't want to talk about it, because it's embarrassing. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
definitely. Yeah,
It's an embarrassment for her. It's an embarrassing thing, like, to, like, just talk about, like, being, like, raped or something like that. You know what I mean? Taken
yeah, but
advantage of and everything like that.
when you're at that age and you kind of are attracted to older people as you would be. You kind of want to look like older people.
Definitely.
You're attracted to older people, so you think that's what you want. But then when
Hmm.
you get to an age when you look back at things and you're like, that was fucked up. That's fucked up for
Hmm.
someone that old of that age to kind of be hanging out with like a 16-year-old, let's say.
Hmm.
And so you start to see and view things differently, and it's a place you probably don't want to visit a lot and talk about at all. So
Yeah.
I could definitely like see that. And like you said, there's the embarrassment too. Like we don't know the extent of what
What he
happened.
did to her.
Yeah, because here
What
he
he.
is like what, pissing on other girls, and
Hmm.
there was like reports of him being abusive and shit too. So, and then she does have that one song.
What's on?
Um, it was on her
Don't know.
self-titled, huh?
Are you talking about don't? Oh,
Never
talking
No
about
More.
never. Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And she gets into a little bit of the behind the scenes thing where she talks about like an abusive relationship was the I guess was it the domestic violence or whatever was inspiration to the song, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah. Hmm.
I just remember that little piece there, and it's kind of like when you look back at it, you kind of don't know. I don't know. I think I start to think a little bit deeper, and it's like, what happened there? Shit,
Hmm. Yeah,
especially with his history of being him.
yeah. In this book, she actually talks with different witnesses and everything. Kathy Iondale, the author of Baby Girl, better known as Aaliyah, she actually
Mm,
talks with people that were around and everything in this book. And like she spoke with someone. I don't have that page open in the book, and I don't know where to find it. But they said that he was very controlling, and Barry even said this on. Where did he say this? Did he say this on Dr. Oz too?
oh,
That R. Kelly was controlling, that he wanted to be involved with the One in a Million album as well. Did he say that on Dr. Oz?
uh, fuck, I don't know. Yeah, I've seen so many interviews. Like,
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure he said that on a Dr. Oz interview though. But then
oh,
in this book, like during like the making of Age Ain't Nothing But a Number,
yeah,
the witness said that, what I'm saying, like he was very like hands on with like how things should sound. Like he was he produced the album, wrote the album. He was very like hands on with like her look, as far as like her look goes, her appearance and everything, like what she wore, how she wore it, and stuff like that. He wanted to be very involved with things, and like he actually, I think Barry said that he actually reached out and wanted to be involved with the making of One in a Million. So he was
fuck,
still trying to pry and pray his way into her life after that whole situation.
ah, fuck,
It makes you think, like,
yeah,
how long did he do that? Because I mean, it's new things that's coming out even to this day. Like even like up to 2001, he was trying to like have like a communication or contact with her. Rumors
yeah,
about that.
yeah,
From it seemed like that's how, well, not, I'm not gonna say that's how Barry like insinuated on Dr. Oz, but he said that he made it seem like Diane and what's his name, R. Kelly, R. Kelly were like still like in communications or contact or something. I don't know. Like he, did you get that vibe?
yeah. I did, and uh, it's like you can only fucking take so much of what he says as truth because
Yeah.
he's not a very liked person as it is, even going beyond just the family. Like in the industry, no one talks about him, and
Hmm.
no one, and if they do, it's very uh short worded, and they're very careful with what they say. So it's like I don't know. You can, like I said, you can only take what that guy says.
Yeah.
So much of it is like because
Yeah.
you
And
don't know
even
if he's being trying to be nasty or if he's actually just trying to be really open here, and that's the fucking fucked up part.
yeah, I mean shit. His own ex-wife called him a damn evil man, Gladys Knight. But I mean he even said, like, what was that lie he said on Dr. Oz? He said he knew nothing about Aaliyah and R. Kelly's situation. He was
Yeah,
completely ignorant to it.
yeah,
That's bullshit.
yeah. There was
That's
quite a
bullshit. And
few things that
he tried to he threw his own sister under the bus, Diane, Aaliyah's mom.
yeah. See,
He
that
said,
was my thing with the that interview was that he was kind of playing dumb the whole time,
mm-hmm,
and everybody else was to blame around him. Well,
mm-hmm.
around her, I should say. But yet he was, he had no idea everything about anything or anything about everything.
Yeah. I wonder like what he didn't know, what he claimed, like at what point was he talking about?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Because at it seems like there was just at one point everybody kind of knew, and I guess that's when they canceled their marriage quickly.
Mm.
So they say,
Yeah, that's weird too because is the marriage happened August 31st of 1994. Same day she was buried, by the way. Her funeral was held in 2001. And let me see. Then the marriage, well, then a document was signed by Aaliyah, R. Kelly, and Aaliyah's parents, September the 29th of 1994. So it was the marriage, then that document was signed a few weeks later, almost a month later, and then from September to like what February the marriage got annulled of 1995.
Oh,
Yeah, so I mean it's like what so documents were signed back way back then. Like it's like whole months of them being married from like when her parents definitely knew and then when they got the marriage annulled. You
interesting.
see what I mean? You see what I mean? It's weird shit like that. Like people lying and it seems like they're just protecting their own asses at this point.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can't help but think that just because the fingers are being like thrown around so much at each other, uh, and then yet everyone just they seem to be so quiet about it, like everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like no one's speaking out for themselves. Well, Barry is now apparently, but then that's it's the whole bullshit. I didn't know anything.
Hmm. And
So
even when Aaliyah was abducted by R. Kelly for what another fan that actually was around the Halton family after Aaliyah passed away, she actually revealed how Aaliyah was from abducted by R. Kelly for 3 whole months. Her family knew this is before Aaliyah even became before age and nothing but a number it was even released. Aaliyah was like away from home for 3 whole months, away from her family, and apparently she heard this was stated by Aaliyah's dad sometime after her death, like probably like a year or 2 or 3 after her death. She heard Michael Halton say this, like how she was abducted for 3 months and they didn't hear from her. And when Aaliyah finally called home, the first thing that they say was, "If you don't come home, we're going to disown you." What the fuck is that to say to your child?
I mean, we all heard that.
Like, what the fuck is that to say to
I
your
don't mean to
child?
laugh. Yeah, I don't mean to laugh in that situation, but I mean, like I heard
Yeah, I mean,
plenty.
it's ridiculous. Like, how do you say that to your fucking child after she's like around a monster?
Yeah,
That's the first thing that comes to your mouth. That comes out your mouth. Not where are you? Are you okay? Like, where the fuck was the police? Did y'all even call the police? Like, that's some crazy shit. And
yeah.
even this new interview that came out in April, a guy named Herschel Muhammad, Michael Houghton, Ali's dad's best friend at like way back when, like around the time all of this was going on with her and R. Kelly.
Hmm.
He actually was there. Like they were all at the house. But here's this thing though. That fan heard what she heard from Michael Houghton's mouth. I'm not doubting or saying that what I'm saying what she's saying is false and like she's lying or anything like that. But because I believe it, she has no reason to lie to me. But
Mm.
this other guy said that you know they were there at the house and like he's talking about how Aaliyah supposedly had this secret phone. Herschel Muhammad, I'm talking about Michael Halton's best friend at the time, said that Aaliyah had this secret phone in her room where R. Kelly would contact her. And like she supposedly went to Miami. She ran away to go to Miami. And he was telling her what to do and how to get there and everything like that on this phone after they searched her room and found it. And like supposedly Barry was there, and all of the Haltons were there. Well, Haltons slash Hankersons were there and everything. Like they called them, and like because they were part of like this like gang shit or something like that. Like Michael Halton's best friend, and like some group of other people that Michael Halton knew. They were part of this gang back in the day, like in Chicago. They were
Okay.
hitters. Did I send you that interview?
Uh, fuck, possibly.
Anyways, they thought that they were had to like go and kill somebody because they didn't know where Aaliyah was. They didn't know like what happened. They thought that
Yeah,
somebody had like taken her or whatever. You know what I
it's
mean? So I mean,
yeah, it's fucked up. It's
yeah, it's
you
like
hear,
a whole bunch of shit involved with that. Yo, it's weird shit that went on. Crazy shit.
yeah, I guess we'll never really fucking know.
We won't. People, you got people lying. You got people telling two different stories. It's like what the fuck.
That's the thing, it's like you hear one story from one person and then you hear another from somebody else, and it's like it doesn't match, and it's like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but then it's like two different extremes, and it's like holy fuck, okay.
Yeah.
So like everybody's just I don't know. It's kind of coming down to where it sounds like everybody has a part in it in a way. It's like the same thing with surviving R. Kelly. Uh, it's like
Mhm.
all the people around him had something to do with it, and it's like with the response to that, they got blamed for a lot of that shit too. So they're getting held responsible for why all these girls got you know had these relationships or relations with R. Kelly.
As they should, because they kept their mouth shut and they turned the other way and they took the money instead of telling who they needed to tell to protect
Yeah.
those girls.
So
As they
seeing
should.
that,
Everyone involved.
yeah,
Everyone involved needs to go down.
yeah, so seeing that, it's like see exactly what you said. Imagine if all these people were to speak out and tell their side or what happened, what really went down. They're going to be held responsible as well too.
Hmm.
They're going to be
And
fucking that to blame, just like how we're blaming these other people too.
yeah, and Herschel Muhammad, the guy who dropped all of that, Michael Halton's best friend at the time, he actually said that that's part of the reason why he's coming forward now and doing that interview that I saw on YouTube. He said because he felt like if he would have said something, then doesn't what's happening now wouldn't be happening now because all of those girls after Aaliyah on Surviving R. Kelly, all because he kept his mouth shut. Because what happened was his wife was Aaliyah's chaperone around that time.
Hmm.
And the first time anybody around Aaliyah and R. Kelly that ever noticed anything like between them, anything that inappropriate shit, his wife saw it through a peephole out the door. He saw she saw R. Kelly pat Aaliyah on her butt inappropriately. So she went to her husband, which is Michael Halton's best friend, and he told Michael. But Michael's response to him was, "Don't tell Diane because she'll call the whole thing off." Like meaning,
Oh, wow.
I, yeah, the whole him working with Aaliyah off. She'll call it off, basically. So, and
Now,
he,
do you think that maybe her dad didn't think much of it, and that he thinks that Diane would probably just not like it at all and just cancel that, and that he was hoping that maybe it was just nothing more than just a pat on the ass, and so that this album thing could still happen. You know what I mean? Like, do you think that could be possible?
I don't know because if somebody came to me and told me that my daughter or my niece or something like that was like touched inappropriately, I would go the fuck off. I
Yeah,
don't
well,
know.
as
I
you
don't
should.
know. Exactly. I mean, my first instinct wouldn't be don't tell her mom.
Yeah, yeah. Because I'm not trying to like give people the benefit of the doubt to it. I was
No,
just trying to
I'm
get
yeah,
into
I see
every
what you're saying.
angle of like of reaction. You know what I mean? Like, could he think that maybe it wasn't too much to begin with it just being a pat on the ass?
Hmm. But I don't know. That whole thing is just fishy.
It is like a lot of it just uh the more you hear about it, it gets more fucked up. And like here we are 20 years later after her death, and it's like, holy fuck, all this is still like it's you thought you heard it all before, and it's just like more is coming out.
And all of this is before Age Ain't Nothing But a Number even came out.
That's the fucked up part about it too, yo.
It is. Like, cause you see
Holy
them all
shit.
the fucking videos back and forth, and what the fuck was the other At Your Best remix single video version. He was all up in them, two stepping and shit. And like, it's no telling. The bad thing, the most fucked up thing about it is you don't know how long that shit was going on.
Yeah,
Because
like
he
you
met
watch
that girl. He met that girl when she was 12 years old.
shit. How old was she when she made that album? Age ain't nothing but a number.
And she started some songs when she was probably 12, 13, 14, 15. Because the album came out when she was 15. The album came out, what, May 24th, 1994, day
Okay.
before my birthday. And then that's how I keep up with it. And let me see, damn. So she was working on, so she met R. Kelly in 2000, and not damn, when she was 12. And the album came out when she was 15. So it's no telling. It's no telling. That girl's
Yeah,
probably like 13, probably even early as 12 when, I don't know.
that could have possibly started. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's sad.
it's fucked up. It's crazy. That's the most evil fucking thing ever. It's terrible. And back to his wife, Michael Holton's best friend's wife, Aaliyah Chaperone. She actually, well, he actually told a story about how, after the fact of like, things going on and shit. I think after, damn, I couldn't remember like at what point was it after the abduction? I think it was after like she ran off, like she ran away from home,
Okay.
and then like they had because Barry was they recording the album and then where were they at? Anyways, R. Kelly called Barry, I think. Yeah, R. Kelly called Barry and told Barry like, I can't work with her. It's this woman. She's always around. I can't get nothing done with her. Talking about the chaperone, his wife that actually saw, Aaliyah, him inappropriately have an interaction with Aaliyah through the peephole. And
Oh,
he said that I can't work with her. And because the reason she was hounding him like around like so much and always around is because Diane told her to be that way. She was like, let do not let don't what am I saying? Don't let him around. Don't don't leave their sight basically.
yeah. Don't leave her alone with him.
Exactly. Like
Yeah,
always be around,
you
always
know
be on him.
that's
And like,
super sad when you think about it because she still seems very protective of Aaliyah, and it's like she's been protective of her
mhm.
based on what we're hearing. Like that alone, it's like she's was trying to protect her as much as possible, and that, and then look
Yeah,
what
trying
happened.
to protect her as much as possible, but still, like, why would you even want your daughter to have have a relationship, even a working relationship with this monster? Why would you
Well,
even allow that?
well, you didn't. Well, back then we didn't know R. Kelly was R. Kelly like that. We just knew R. Kelly as like this big, R&B star.
No, but they knew.
Oh, they knew then, is what you're saying.
Yeah, they knew because this was like after the abduction and everything.
Oh, okay, I got what you mean. Oh, shit.
Yeah, this was after the abduction. How Herschel Muhammad explained it. Michael Holton's friend at the time. This is how he explained it. How I took it. I'm gonna send you the video just in case I haven't seen it, and you can like have your own like introduction, like your own what's the word? I'm a little slow, man. Help me out. I'm trying to sound.
Trying to sound smart and it ain't working.
Yeah, exactly. Shit, I couldn't even think of the word smart. I don't know whatever the fuck I'm trying to say. I'm gonna send you it. You can look at it your damn self. That's what the fuck I'm trying to say. Damn it. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, like that.
form
And
my
then
own opinion about it.
yeah, all of that. But yeah, basically all of what was I saying? How oh yeah, Diane told her to basically hound them, and then okay, so R. Kelly after that call with Barry. they basically paid that woman, the chaperone, to go away.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I guess Barry paid the chaperone to go away, and she basically got her. She was basically just went to her hotel room, stayed at her hotel room, and still got paid for doing it.
So
Barry,
it sounded like they all knew. They were just
yeah,
trying to stop it, and money talks. And also, at the end of the day, they wanted this to be successful.
yeah,
So we're
and also he did. This is a big key point right here that I left out. Uh, Blackground's partnership with Jive was about to be renewed or some shit. This is some music business talk that I don't fucking understand, but I get it though. Like the partnership with Jive, because you know Aaliyah's first album came out under Blackground and Jive,
mhm,
and then One in a Million was Blackground Atlantic, then
yeah,
Aaliyah was Blackground Virgin.
yeah.
But the contract was about to be renewed, and R. Kelly was signed under Jive, and like somehow, some way in between there, basically money. I guess money was coming in and something was coming in or whatever, and they could not let R. Kelly go basically because of business. I think Barry.
Yeah, well, it's fucked too because when you're under contract and stuff like that, it's not as
Hmm.
easy as people think it is just to leave a situation like that. Sometimes, especially there's so many situations you could be in like while in a contract, and you kind of just have to fucking stay in it. It sucks
Mm,
because if not, then you could possibly owe a lot of people fucking money, um,
yeah,
or owe someone a lot of money.
yeah, and the reason why Barry even started the record labels because like people were like rejecting, like record labels were rejecting, they didn't get Ali at the time because she was so young. They didn't really
Mm.
know how to like market her or whatever, and put her out there, and that's why he started Blackground in the first place. So I
I
don't
you know
know.
I didn't realize how much Blackground really ran the '90s, late '90s, like 2000, 2001, with the soundtracks
Mm-hmm.
and shit. Like I didn't realize like soundtracks were huge back then. I don't know about today, but back then, people bought soundtracks because it was actually worth buying. It was like a fucking album, you know what I mean? Um,
Yeah.
it was so well done, and I didn't realize until they re-released all the music recently how much background was behind a lot of these favorite soundtracks and other artists and shit. I had no fucking idea.
Yeah. Romeo Must Die, Cradle to the Grave. What else got released?
Exit Wounds, was it?
I think so. I think so. Yeah. I think
I think
so.
so.
Was it Money Talks too? I thought I saw that somewhere. I
All
don't
I
think
know
so.
is there was a lot, and I was like, holy shit! Like I thought it was like just all I really knew background was behind was Aaliyah, but apparently not.
Yeah. And then from Aaliyah snowballing to Timbaland and Magoo. Then you got
Yeah,
Tank and Tony Braxton, JoJo, all of them.
they did well. I mean, I can't talk shit. He's very smart businessman, and
Hmm.
putting aside my personal opinion about him, what he's
Hmm.
doing with her music and the rollout and the that like all this other shit, like he really knows how to market shit.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a smart man, dude. He's a smart man.
Very,
What
but
was he like? Was he a lawyer or he was some kind of attorney?
okay,
Attorney, I think on the music side or something. Like anyway, he gets business. He
yeah,
understands.
he does. But like just the things that he does for like marketing wise, it's like everything we us fans want. Like look at the fucking visualizers for the Aaliyah album.
Yeah,
Those were dope as shit. And for the longest time, I'm hearing
I was
these
just watching
songs.
them last.
And what?
I was just watching them last night.
Yeah, I just saw them like within the last few days, and it's funny because you hear these songs for the longest time, and you kind of envision this feel, this mood, this image
Hmm.
in your head,
And they
and
captured it.
yes, especially for It's Whatever. Fuck.
Yeah, my mom said it looks like me and my mom was watching it last night. When she said it looks like how heaven, like it's probably like places in heaven look like that. I was like, well,
It
yeah, it is heaven. So
I always imagine it like that's how I seen it, heard it, whatever, however you want to fucking put it.
yeah, I like how they did. We Need a Resolution too. Like they had like the little background. She's in the futuristic look for
Yeah,
the visualizer. I like
yeah,
that.
yeah. And then Extra Smooth was also a futuristic type of thing too.
Oh yeah, when that's the one when they're like building the A symbol.
Yeah, and I've never
Mhm.
heard it in that type of futuristic way. I always had this old school like remember I can't remember the fucking word still to this day. There was a
The
word for it.
retro.
There's more of a specific word for it, but you get my point. It's that old school like I'm gonna get this word one day, okay? um, but yeah, it always brought me back instead of to like the future when hearing that song. So seeing that visualizer, it was different for me, like a whole different feel for it, and I liked it.
Yeah. And I like the what was it, Loose Rap. Loose Rap probably had the best one.
Loose rap, I don't remember what that one looked like.
That one had all like it was like real life Aaliyah symbols and pictures on it. It was on a
Wasn't there
table.
like a
The little
lighter?
Nokia. Yeah, it had a lighter on
Yeah,
it, had a
yeah,
watch, phone, Aaliyah album, bandana,
yeah,
necklace, glasses. Yeah, all of that. I like that
yeah,
one.
yeah. They were all really fucking really good. Whoever did that, and it really embodied what we been hearing for the last fucking 20 years in our head, seeing, I should say.
Yeah. Envisioning.
There you go.
I'm getting better. We're making progress already. I'm a little
Already.
slow, but I'm getting there. I still know what the fuck that word I was trying to use earlier though.
Shit. It's like it's on the tip of my tongue too, what you were trying to say, and I'm completely blank.
Sophisticated. I don't know.
Oh
But
fuck.
anyways, back to what was that thing we mentioned earlier? Rock the Boat. We just
Yeah.
touched on that when he was like, Dr. Oz, what did he say?
About Hype Williams and how he didn't want hype, but yeah, it was pushed on him to get hype.
Mm-hmm.
And how was it hype has a relationship with R. Kelly.
Mm-hmm. But in regards to what he said about that, Hype Williams did everybody's videos.
He was the man at that moment. Him
Cause
and
he
Dave
mm-hmm.
Myers, was it?
Dave Myers did More Than a Woman. That
Oh,
was
did
probably
he?
Yeah, that was probably Ali's most expensive. He said the budget for that video was expensive.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, and then you could tell too. Shit, she was dancing inside of different parts of the motorcycle, and then you know what I'm saying, like her like riding a motorcycle. What was it through the city while dancing inside of it?
Yeah, that was so dope, yo. I remember the first time seeing that. I fucking like. I was a kid in a candy store. It got me so excited, and the choreography to that, like she really went all out.
She really did. Like that video was it nominated for the VMAs in 02, 03?
I'm
Because if
not sure.
not, dude, that video was fucking. That could have been a damn another VMA for her, because that video
Yeah,
was just dope as fuck. Well, then she had the little Dapper Dan. Her and her dancers had the Dapper Dan Chanel jumpsuits on.
yes,
Dog, what?
and
Ali
then
was getting in her bag, yo.
yeah, no, she looked
She was
that
starting
video.
to chill the host properly. She was on her shit. Oh my gosh. Yelling. My fault. Yeah, I get excited when I think about, all the things she would have accomplished by now, yo. But
Yeah,
yeah.
that's it too. I get to my mind goes exactly to that place as well whenever talking about these things, and it's like the things she would have done because that was just a sneak peek at what we were gonna get. And
She was just getting started.
yeah, I loved how she what was the bandana dance break at the end.
Oh yeah, when she was wiping her cooch. Well, damn. My cut.
Yeah, yeah, that one.
And damn, Queen Latifah, right? Of course. But her, everybody knows Queen Latifah. But her partner, wife, fiance, or girlfriend, whatever she is, um, she was actually a dancer for More Than a Woman. She was actually one of the dancers.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and in Rock the Boat, one of the white girl with the red braids. She was now a pussycat doll.
Yeah, Carmit, and then there was Binky and Leslie from Electric Red.
Who that?
Uh, they're in the Rock the Boat and More Than a Woman videos and performance.
Okay,
Yeah, Electric
but
Red is based.
yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
asking.
Electric Red is four girls. One Binky, Leslie from, as I said, those videos. The other is oh my god, Rosette and oh my god, I forgot the fucking name. Hold on, let me get this name because it's gonna bother me.
It's not Nadine Ellis, is it?
Naomi. Is it Naomi? Fuck, Naomi. Hold on.
I don't know. I know one of the dancers for Rock the Boat was Nadine Ellis. She's actually an actress now.
Okay. Naomi Allen. That's it. So they worked with The Dream and Tricky Stewart. Their album was really fucking good. I'll touch up on them one day on my podcast, but they were all backup dancers. They danced for like fuck Sierra, Usher, like fuck everybody. And so they formed their own little girl group. Really fucking sick shit. You could just imagine four dancers and what they would do
Mm.
in a girl group.
Yeah, they were all eating that though.
Mm?
I said they were all eating that, like they did that thing on Rock the Boat.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say all of that because damn, you would watch the behind the scenes footage and damn, Lord Jesus, they just could not get my favorite part right.
What
The,
part's that?
the girl with the blonde hair with the curls, light skinned chick.
Yeah, yeah.
What I think her name starts with a C. Chloe? No. I don't know. You know what I'm talking about though, probably if you watch the video.
Yeah, I know
But
exactly what
anyways,
you're talking about.
you do. Oh, you know what
Yeah.
clip I'm talking about then?
The wave
When they,
scene?
yeah, they're on the green screen. Yeah,
Yeah.
my favorite part. It actually did not make the video when like she does the like wine and she dip with it, then she wine and dip. You know? Oh
Oh
my,
yeah.
it's such a good part. That would be my favorite part, yo. If they would have kept that shit. But
I
anyways,
cut
the other girls just could not get it. Then you have Aaliyah just hitting that shit like it's no fucking problem. She was letting the hoes. She got good knees. I'm telling you, Aaliyah, she was on her shit. she was.
I
She
hope
was. Huh?
I hope we get like a I guess just that a dance version of Rock the Boat.
Oh yeah, because they did do the Yeah, you saw it.
Yeah, those
But
fucking clips that we saw on Instagram, that
yes. Oh
just
my god.
seeing the camera motion and just kind of getting her like in just full performance. It was fucking so dope.
Yeah, and how she like they said action and she could just like
Smooth.
snap into it and like
Yes,
just
yeah,
in
fucking
the middle of the
professional.
choreography. Like that shit
Yeah,
was ill. And did you
right
catch the
away.
footwork in the
Yes,
beginning?
right in the beginning, I watched that like a lot. Just from like, what the fuck did she just do?
Oh my god. Yo, I'm telling you, she was ill with it. I'll tell you, Aaliyah's footwork underrated. Like people don't
Yeah.
talk about her footwork enough, yo. Like how she was like, I don't know, like real precise with it and everything.
Yeah,
It was just like it came off so effortlessly. And it was precise and
smooth,
it was
yo.
done smooth.
Yeah,
Yes.
she was
From
very fluid in her movement, and it was just as
yeah,
it was
man.
like nothing. I was like, oh, we're dancing, okay.
Right. Like let's get the shit. I'm with it. She was, she
Fuck.
was boss, yo. I'm telling you, like that performance of If Your Girl Only Knew It, what was it, Superfest? But why was it whatever the fuck it was, when she's like doing all the damn footwork movements and shit. And then you got Are You That Somebody? You know which part I'm talking about, the silhouette part when she does the damn tap and jump and shit
Yeah,
on her like
I
damn.
remember you talking about that. Yeah,
She was just ill with it, yo. Her footwork, her foot game was just underrated. One of the best I've ever seen.
Yeah, it breaks my heart because as a dancer, like her and Janet were to me in dance, are big to me in dance. So I was
Hmm.
uh to have complicated footwork like that, it was I loved it, and it was just so smooth and so relaxed, and it breaks my heart thinking that that was just the start of what where it was going, because her videos, like we discussed this before, they were just getting fucking better and better. And like, look at the More Than a
Hmm.
Woman video, like her choreography in that and her energy, the attitude was getting bigger and bigger, and it was on its way to just being that like Janet fierceness fucking attitude. Fuck.
Yeah. I just think the start of it was probably the start of like I don't know. Her videos are always good, but yeah, they did get better. But I'm trying to think like when was that start? Probably like Are That Somebody? But then again, I don't know because like she had I think Got to Give It Up was a dope little video too.
Well,
The
there was
video
like, she danced and stuff in like One in a Million and Four-Page Letter and Hot
yeah,
Like Fire, but like it wasn't, the moves became more
yeah,
advanced, it became more complicated, more
that somebody
technical, and the videos seem to have gotten more
big budgeted.
expensive. Yeah. Yeah, but like not only that, but then her attitude, there was like this, it was just the confidence was becoming more confident, if that makes sense.
Hmm. Hmm. She was letting them know.
Yeah.
She was going after everything that she wanted to, man. That's the most fucked up thing about it. And all of that could have been avoided if, this takes us back to before we got off topic, but Rock the Boat, Hype Williams.
Williams, yeah. So it's funny, it's not, well, it's not funny, I just say that in the sense of like, it's fucked up that he's the one that actually both parties are pointing the finger at. You know, you got her uncle and you got her mom,
Parents.
her parents, and then the lawsuit that was against Hype was so private you can't find any information about it.
Hmm. They settled outside of court, right?
And so, yeah, and then like you were saying, Barry didn't want Hype, but yet Hype was the go-to. Like he made,
Hmm.
him and Dave were like making all the fucking sickest videos that we even know to this day. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
so it would only be ideal to have your artist work with the best.
Hmm. Hmm. And that takes us back to how Barry said on Dr. Oz, Aaliyah's mom pushed for
I
um, Hype to do Aaliyah's video, Rock the Boat. And he was making it seem, he brought up R. Kelly's name. He said that, he don't know what type of rapport Aaliyah had with R. Kelly or something like some shit like that. He said he made it seem like they had like some type of communication of some form on some level still going on. You know what I mean? Like some type of he said some type of hold on her or some shit like that. He said on his sister Diane.
Yeah, at this point, I don't expect for him to say have anything nice to say
Hmm.
about Diane. I think he's gonna try
Yeah,
and make her look as bad as possible.
I wonder
Yeah,
if this will like bring her out and like actually bring her out or whatever, like to the
like
public, to the
to
public eye.
speak up.
Come for yeah. I
Yeah,
wonder if this will like make her.
yeah. It's hard because you know it would be probably a very uncomfortable place for her to go to be in that space to talk out, to speak out like that. But then not only that, no matter how honest she is, there's always going to be those group of people that are like, she's full of shit, she's
Hmm.
hiding something.
Hmm.
So it's kind of like you're fucked either way,
Yeah.
and that takes so much of your energy. to defend yourself, uh, to help everyone understand where you were in that time, where your mindset was, and what you think of it now. It takes up so much energy, and like I said, to revisit that space, and she might even still have a lot of feelings towards herself. She might hold herself responsible for a lot of what happened, and especially for losing Aaliyah.
Yeah,
You
because
know,
she was, they went with her everywhere, and then
yeah,
that one time they didn't go. She sent her best friend Keith Wallace
yeah,
to be
and
like a watch over Aaliyah, like and their place because she was recovering from eye surgery, and Michael was sick, and Rashad, I think he was in Australia or something. Like either way, all three of them couldn't be there, and that's why Keith Wallace was sent on their behalf. The family friend Keith Wallace, Diane Halton's best friend, male best friend.
yeah, and being so protective of her. That one point, like you said, that one time they didn't go, that could fuck you up.
Yeah,
That could cause a lot of regret and pain inside that you may never ever kind of come to terms with.
yeah. Oh, and speaking of that, like this is off topic, but Lil Kim, like probably even her last conversation with Aaliyah, the day she actually went to Miami to shoot Rock the Boat after she left 106 in Park,
Mm.
the last interview. Did I tell you that?
Where she wanted to get a hold of Little Kim, or she told Kim to call her or something. Can't remember.
Yeah, like okay, so Aaliyah and Missy were together that day, but right before she left to go to Miami to shoot Rock the Boat. They were at Aaliyah's apartment, Aaliyah's New York apartment,
Mm.
and Missy called Kim so they could all hang out, And
Hmm.
Aaliyah took the phone from Missy to tell her herself. She was like, "If you don't bring your ass here, I need my sister. I need to talk to my sister." And like Kim said, like Aaliyah never expressed how much she needed her, like how much Aaliyah needed her or wanted to talk to her like that.
Hmm.
She said she couldn't understand it. And then anyway, she was on her way, but it was too late. Aaliyah had already gone to go to Miami
To shoot Rock the Boat.
to shoot Rock the Boat.
Fuck.
And Cat, and this is in this book that a lot of people are against this book. And I mean, I understand like some things you'll be against, like because me personally, I don't like the whole R. Kelly and Aaliyah thing. Like I wish Aaliyah's name would have never been brought into it, but I mean, people are going to talk anyway, and
Yep.
all of this stuff. And either way it go, like Ali is the victim,
Hmm.
and it's like all of these things are stuff that are already out here, and it's things that because they're actually using stuff in this book to actually help prosecute R. Kelly. So I've been seeing on like
Yeah.
news outlets and everything, and it's helping. And I mean, it tells the truth of how it just paints her as the victim of what she is though.
Yeah.
And you have different people like because people attack the victim in a lot of situations. They did it back then because Aaliyah, she back then when all that stuff was going on, she was getting booed. She was down there blackballed in the industry. It was hard for her to get producers to go into the next album and everything. That's why she
Wow.
had to go with like un, unknown producers like Missy Elliott and Timbaland as well. That's part of the reason. You know what I'm saying? And, like it was just hard for her to get to work with anyone at that time.
Well,
You know what I mean?
things happen for a reason. Because look at what we got from that.
Yeah.
1 in a million. So.
Yes. But you know what I'm saying? It's just things like that. I mean, people. I mean, I understand. Like, I don't like this. I don't like to like look at details. I don't like to read details of that whole thing between them. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
it happened, and like that's what happens when things get swept under the rug instead of you
Yep.
know putting a monster behind bars when he should have been behind bars a long time ago. That's what happens.
Because sadly, from what we know of, anyways, it all really kind of starts with Aaliyah,
Yeah,
as far as the public knows, type of thing. So
exactly. And if it would have just nipped it in the bud there, he would have just went away. I mean, those things would have never happened to those girls. We would
yeah,
not be here right now if the adults in Aaliyah's life had took the initiative
have
to
been
do what
adults,
they should have done, huh?
had been adults,
If the adults, I mean, if the adults in Aaliyah's life had, you know,
been adults.
yeah, been adult. Oh, I didn't hear what you said. I thought you said been adult, like I said something wrong.
No, no, no. I was just like, if the adults in Aaliyah's life had been adults, like,
Exactly,
yeah,
exactly. Instead of everything having to be about money and worrying about money and things like that.
yeah, it's super sad that these things happen, and especially like to someone like Aaliyah, because he kind of just, she's such a sweet, humble, down to earth type of person. When we watch the interviews and shit, then you kind of just think of these things that she had to live through and experience. It's sad.
Yeah.
Was there anything else in the Dr. Oz interview?
Well, Barry did say something about like how basically like a mirror of what Damon Dash said about how they both didn't want Aaliyah to go with hype for that video. What did Damon Dash say? Damon said he's gonna have you do this and that, just don't do it. And Aaliyah told him, and then basically ended up doing what Damon Dash was said that I don't know. Something about Damon Dash I don't like either.
Oh yeah.
I don't like him either. I don't know. But I mean, some things I don't see him like having a reason to like lie about or anything. But I don't know.
I
That's just
think
how I am. I don't trust people at all anyway. So
yeah. Well, apparently he had to go to therapy for after what Aaliyah told him of what R. Kelly did to her.
he did.
Yeah, he
Oh, that's
said that. He said that in an interview
uh,
when asked how did he feel, like did she ever talk about it with him, and how did he feel about the situation, and especially towards R. Kelly after. And he said that he had to seek therapy in order to uh, go through the motions of it.
mhm.
Uh, how much he, let's say, disliked R. Kelly after that. I will talk about one more thing. The anime.
Oh my gosh.
When I watched that, I got so fucking like it brought so much tears to my eyes. I'm like, oh shit,
That was dope, man.
fucking so well done. It makes me want like an anime series of Aaliyah.
Hell yeah, dude. I fucking tagged Netflix on fucking Twitter, man. I was like, yo, this right
Yeah.
here.
Well, that's the thing. You got to fucking tag Barry in that shit because he'll make it happen.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Dude,
Yeah.
man. Yo, that anime was like fucking awesome, man. And then like the end was like really, really like when she turned into the dove after she
Oh
releases the
no! Don't even shit.
she releases the music in the vault, and then what I'm saying, like the it starts like streaming all over the world, that scene. And then what I'm saying, she smiles and puts her shades on, her hood up, and walks away. Then she turns into a dove, and like the
Got
video just
fucking.
fades off in a white. Oh my, what Try Again playing. Oh my gosh, dude, that
It
was
was
like so
so
great.
fucking good, yo.
Oh my gosh,
I
it's
probably
just crazy.
watched that.
Huh?
What?
Go ahead, go ahead.
And so I probably watched that like 100 times, and every fucking time, like I cried like a little bitch because it was like, oh, this is so nice. Like 20 years later, and it's just
Yeah,
it
yeah,
says a
because you're
lot.
a bitch. But still, it's like I'm kidding. But it's crazy how things like came around full circle.
Hmm.
From 20 years ago to 20 years later. Like you just have Aaliyah on damn billboards and shit. Same way
Hmm.
20 years ago in Times Square. Can't turn a fucking corner 20 years later and not see her on a fucking billboard or screen or some shit. And then you have the fucking anime thing. You know, like you had her first anime, the commercial to promote her
From
last
back
album
then.
by
Yeah.
who did it? Warren Fu.
Uh, I don't
Yeah,
know.
that
You,
was huh?
I was gonna say you tagged him recently, and it was like, oh, that little thing he wrote. That was his first what job
Yeah,
role
yeah, that was his first
creation.
uh yeah creation for an artist, and
Yeah.
then now he's out doing fucking ever since then, and now he's like his most recent work with Doja Cat. That's her name, right?
Oh wow, shit.
Yeah, he's doing shit. He's done shit for Doja Cat and I think probably I don't know. You have to go to Wiki, but
So
he
yeah,
has done shit for a whole lot of fucking people, man.
he's like really mainstream now.
Yeah, and Aaliyah was his first big break. He even designed the album, like the CD and everything like that. The album. He was the creative direction for it, like the art,
Yeah,
artistic.
I really
Yeah,
enjoyed the whole packaging and how it's there's just such a nice feel to it
yeah.
when you
Shout
look
out to
through it.
Warren Fu, man.
Well, hopefully, I don't know. I hope they kind of come up with this with an anime series, and hopefully he's involved because I think it would be really fucking dope. Because this is ways that we can continue her legacy. Because
Mhm.
as Barry said, there's only so much music apparently, so gotta think of other
Exactly.
ways and introduce her to a whole different generation with her music.
Yeah, and also, with that interview with who was it? What's his name? Herschel Muhammad, Aliyah's dad's, the one that was telling all the stuff about the the parents, all the adults, and everything was going on.
Yeah, yeah,
Michael's friend,
yeah.
Aliyah's dad's friend. He said that Aaliyah actually recorded "One More Chance" with Biggie because him and Faith were having like problems or whatever. So, and the way he made it seem that you can't tell which one is which. So I guess they kept Aaliyah's vocals on "One More Chance."
Oh shit.
I rewinded it and everything, trying to like see exactly what he was saying. And the way that I took it, it's two versions, like just Aaliyah singing it, and I think it is a version of just Aaliyah singing it or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? I think they might have kept Aaliyah with Faith Evans on top of Aaliyah's vocals.
Gotcha. So she's kind of like background vocals.
Yeah, she's probably background vocals now. But you also have what was it? The song Aaliyah did with Junior Mafia, "Need You Tonight." Faith was on the album version of that song, and then when it came time for them to do the video, they got Aaliyah to do the video. I wonder if it had to do anything with like Kim and Faith not fucking with each other. But yeah, it's crazy like how stuff like that just like happens too. And like you have all of these songs, like because Aaliyah actually recorded like 60 some songs, and Barry said he would probably like do like one more album. He said,
Yeah.
"Damn,
Well,
like where
well,
the
the
fuck is
album,
the material?"
yeah, the album that we're getting apparently is going to be like the last thing that,
Unstoppable.
yeah, apparently that's it that we're getting. And speaking of the title, I think that I truly believe that that man chose that title as like a slap to the face of her mother, basically.
Probably.
Like, unstoppable. Like you can't stop me. Like
He
with
probably
your
did.
daughter's
Tell
music.
you that.
Like, oh,
That's an evil ass nigga. But I'm telling you, I fucking believe it.
because for the longest time she's been stopping this release of anything, and then
Yeah.
here, unstoppable. Oh, you fuck, little catty bitch.
He petty as hell.
Oh, God.
I hate him. I hate that bitch, yo. He's a bitch. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
God.
He's an ass.
He is. Well, all right, Tylenol. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, it is, man. I'm gonna get back
Always
to my game now.
you get to your game, little bitch.
Ha! All day, every day. That's you.
Goodbye.
Beep.